Here is the beaded leaf choker. Now instead of a tie, this one closes with a bead clasp. So all of this part of the choker right here is potential places where you can close your choker around your neck. So for example, bead clasp here. And I'll just show you can put it in these other bumps as well. And this is important in case you're using a different size bead than I am. Then you'll want to change the size of your holes. Here I will just put it in this random one here. You can see, there it goes. So this allows you to adjust how tight or loose the choker is going to be. Now of course if you find out, hey, it's a perfect fit here, then you could easily undo these last three if you want it to fit perfect like that without anything hanging off. Mix of 6 and 7 millimeter fire roasted glass beads. The one on the end for the clasp is, I want to say, a 6 millimeter bead. Okay, I've got my, other optional, if you don't have beads, I think this design would still be super cute if you did it without putting beads between each of your leaves. Okay, I have a standard size 10 crochet thread. This hook says 1.3 millimeters, but it's unbranded and it's actually probably closer to 1.5 millimeters if I had to guess. You'll want something to attach your beads. There's many ways you can do this. One of the easiest ways I find to attach the beads is using a really tiny micro crochet hook like this 0.75 millimeter and sliding the bead on the hook and then getting it on the yarn, because we're just putting the beads on as we go, not putting them all on at once. This one here uses a total of 11 beads. I think this would look really cute with both smaller and bigger beads, so your total amount might be different than mine. The start of the choker is going to be this end where we're just making the place for the bead clasp. I have mine quite long just because I like having a lot of wiggle room. And in the end, you might choose to undo a few of them if you don't like any excess hanging down. So to start this, I also got a decent sized tail for weaving things in later. Okay, to start this, I will be chaining 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and now I'm going to slip stitch in that first chain. So here's a slip stitch into that first chain. And this is the first little hole that we could use as a clasp with our bead. Okay, now we're going to make the next ones will follow this pattern. So you'll chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you will double crochet into the stitch. It's kind of a mix of the first chain you slip stitch into and that slip stitch. So you'll go in there and you'll make a double crochet. Okay, this it's kind of hard to see, but this is a little hole that a 6 millimeter bead should fit through nice and snug. It'll be a nice secure clasp. And we'll continue by chaining 3, and then you'll make a double crochet into the front loop of the double crochet you just made, and then the little vertical bar on the side here, and make a double crochet. Okay, I'll show that again in case it didn't show up too good on camera. So 1, 2, 3, chain 3, and now you can see we'll be going into the front loop of the double crochet as well as the little top vertical bar of that double crochet. Once we make the next double crochet, that's what we're working into here. Okay, and now you can see I have 4 bumps for my clasp. Just to be nice and safe, lots of options. I'm going to continue until I have a total of 9 of these little bumps or holes. Okay, I've finished my 9 bumps for the clasp. Now, just like on this one, we'll be attaching our first bead and starting the leaf motif. Okay, so like I said, there's many ways you can do this, but I will be doing it this way. Picking up a bead on my very skinny hook that can fit the bead. I'm gonna remove my hook I'm using to crochet with. Okay, I am going to grab the loop here, and we're just pulling this bead through, and now it's attached. And now we will start our very fun little leaf motif of this choker here. So I got my bead on. I'm gonna go ahead and make my first chain. It's a little funny because there's a bead, but you know, just yarn over and pull it through that loop, and that's your first chain. We want a total of 6 chains, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's our 6 chains. Now time for the fun leaf motif. Okay, you will want to use this finger a little at some point in this. So we're going to work into the second chain from our hook, right here, yarn over and pull up a loop. Now we're going to work into the third chain and do the same thing, yarn over, pull up a loop, but I'm going to make this loop just a little taller and continue like that. Working into the fourth chain, we're going to pull up a loop and make it taller and hold on to it with this finger here. Working into the fifth loop, pulling it up, having it be a little tall, and then the last one, we don't need this one to be too tall, just a little. And now you should have 6 loops on your hook. We're going to yarn over and just go through the first loop, just like that, kind of like a chain stitch. Now across, yarn over and go through 2 loops. So here's yarn over, going through 2 loops, yarn over, going through 2 loops, yarn over 2, yarn over 2, and yarn over 2 loops. There is the first half of our leaf motif. You will chain 1, and you will be turning your work over to work this, but just it can be a little confusing figuring out the first place to put your hook. Okay, so here is the back side. I'm going to insert my hook, and if we go back to this side, you should see that it is coming out of this stitch here, kind of like the second one, not this very top one. You'll go in there, so you're kind of working on the other side of the chain and pulling up loops, just like you did on the first side. There's 3, 4, oh, we just went in between stitches, not in the chain. Uh-oh. It's hard to see. I'm looking at this through the camera. Okay. There is 4, 5, and now the 6th one is the craziest because like the bead is right here and we are working into that chain. Okay, so that is, you should have still 6 loops, and same thing, go through just the first one, so it's kind of like a chain stitch, and then across you are going through 2 loops. Okay, and now I am back to the top of my leaf. It's looking very pretty. I will chain 1, and now we are working a single crochet. It can be confusing figuring out where you're working it because these bumps sort of curve over and it's not super clear which one we're working into. Okay, so here's the leaf on its side, and you see these little bumps here, and as you go back to the side you're on, they kind of curve, and here's the very first one that kind of curves to the front. Okay, that's the one we're working into. So, and we're making a single crochet into that. And it should look like this. Okay, so the bumps kind of are on the back, and then they curved over to the front, and that front top one is the one we single crocheted into. Now I can go ahead and attach the next bead, so get rid of this hook for now. From my little cup of beads here, pick up a bead. Okay, put the hook on the loop, and then we can just pull that loop through the bead. And now the bead's attached. Again, the pattern just repeats from here. So I would, make a chain, and this would count as my first chain of the 6 chains we need to start our leaf motif. Okay, my choker was long enough. After 10 leaf motifs and 11 beads, I attached the last bead, made a chain stitch, fastened off, and I securely weaved that end in throughout this whole leaf. I put the thread back through and be as secure as you can, especially if you want your jewelry to last a decent amount of time. And that's it for the bead choker. Thank you so much for watching. I would love to see this in maybe some fall leaf colors. That would be really cool. Bye, crafters!